You think about people who will look at you and they'll say, what do you stand for, Megyn Kelly, especially now because of your support for the president? You endorsed him. You showed up at the rally. I think it was the night before election. Yeah. Made sure to encourage everybody to vote for him. You said you're voting for him, et cetera, et cetera. And we all know how he treated you back in 2015 when you were at Fox with the Republican primary debate and what have you. And he felt that your question was nasty because you brought up quotes that he had said about women in the past.
It's that time again, folks. Quick back porch chat. Welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If you would, do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm pretty sure you're going to like this one. And subscribe if you haven't already, because it helps out tremendously. And we are trying to get as many subscribers as possible. The more subscribers, the better. And so I'm going to share with you more on this conversation between Stephen A. Smith and Megyn Kelly, which I think, this is just my opinion, folks, this is my take. You don't have to agree with it, but I will share it with you. I think some of you guys appreciate it. I think some of you like this dialogue and these conversations and continue on and developing them in the comment section. But I feel like, and this is just me personally, like I was scrolling today and just trying to be inspired to begin this chat, this talk, this convo. And nothing really, I mean, things stood out to me, don't get me wrong. A lot of different things stood out, but none of what stood out did I want to talk about. I didn't want to talk about this new trend that's probably going to be kicking off of students being stabbed in the hallways at school. A bloody nightmare. And could be catastrophic. I don't want to talk about how this teen is probably going to use a self-defense strategy here to try to get him out of trouble, or maybe just kick off the GoFundMe or Give Send Go so that his family can then rake in hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about the student loan crisis with people melting down over student loan debt and the stupid and ridiculous stories and theories and reasoning behind it all. I don't want to do it.
This whole student loan thing is not going to work out how Trump thinks it is. It's going to end in a class action lawsuit with him losing. You can't just take a loan and change the inner workings of it and put it right back on the person and say, okay, now you owe 5 times as much as what you signed up for. That's not how it works. That's illegal. It's going to end with a big win for all the borrowers because those student loans are going to end up being forgiven because he's taking illegal activity on them. MAGA, feel free to come in my comments and tell me I'm wrong since none of you have student loans because none of you went to college.
Well, they just dropped the student loan bomb. Fuck. The federal government just announced that it's coming for your loans, and collections begin May 5th for student loan debt. If you're in default, they can garnish your wages. They can take your tax return, and they can even take like your benefits like Social Security. And if you still can't pay it and you default, they're going to send you to collections. There are about 5.3 million people in the United States right now in default. This is going to hurt the people that are already struggling the most. They are really just trying to absolutely cripple as many people as fucking possible at this point. It's pretty clear they want us completely broke. They don't give a fuck about our health. They don't really give a shit if we die. They're just gonna cut fucking everything. This really just paves the path for so much more bullshit. I just realized that's about the same amount of people that have been at the protests. Interesting. Well, see you guys May 1st. That's the next one.
Debt cannot be wiped away. It just ends up getting transferred to others. So why should Americans who didn't go to college or went to college and responsibly paid back their loans pay for the student loans of other Americans? The Trump administration will never force taxpayers to pay student loan debts that don't belong to them. Student loan borrowers need clarity, and we're finally giving it to them. Borrowers will now be clearly expected to repay their loans, and those who default on their loan obligations will face involuntary collections. The government can and will collect defaulted federal student loan debt by withholding money from borrowers' tax refunds, federal pensions, and even their wages. America is $36 trillion in debt. We must get our fiscal house in order and restore common sense to our country. If you take out a loan, you have to pay it back. It's very simple.
Y'all, they about to garnish our wages. They really know how to just ruin your day. The U.S. government hates everybody here. Y'all, as of May 5th, they're taking 15% of your wages towards student loans. Y'all, I've been ignoring student loans since I've been in school. If y'all know how much I owe in student loan, y'all would think I went to school to be a lawyer. And it's a degree that wasn't even providing me a decent lifestyle. I was just living off vibes. So you mean to tell me I went to school and y'all lied to me? Y'all wanted me to go out there and do triple the work to get a degree. Y'all, I owe so much money. I'm in Texas, so we don't have state tax. 15%. Hell, you might as well go ahead and add 5 more. Add 10. Because that's the state tax. I cannot believe this. I just had to pull over, y'all. My head started throbbing. I'm about to get a headache. They're doing this in a couple of weeks, y'all. I got to go do deferment. I got to go do something. Y'all, we can't get away from this. People are even already saying that their credit score has dropped from a 700 something to a 500 something. Oh my gosh, my credit score. 15%, whether you have it or not, as of May 5th. So long as you have money in your bank account, they are taking it. In fact, financial aid just called me the other day and I hung up on them. Not in the mood, don't have it. I'm living off life. I'm vibing. This man really said, you know what? Let's make the rich richer. Let's make the others poor.
Really can't believe it's people in the comments of this student loan situation talking about yeah, this is how the world works. You borrow money, you pay it back. Shut your stupid ass up. A fucking school loan ain't the same as an auto loan or a home loan or a personal loan, you damn idiot. Black people, minorities especially, had to go to school. We ain't left shit. We had to go to school. I had no choice but to go to damn school. And then when I went to school, it wasn't like I'm working for my damn self now. I'm making money for other people. And the money gets taxed. This shit is all going back into the hand. It's like a big ass circle. And y'all fail to realize that. Your fucking credit score is made the fuck up. That's some made up shit. Money made the fuck up. This is a system. America is a system. I'm confused at how the hell y'all still don't realize this shit. Then on top of that, y'all ain't even willing to try to make reasonable payment plans. Y'all ain't even trying to do like $100 a month. Y'all want the whole shit. Y'all want $2,000 a month on a goddamn degree that people ain't even using. When I got out of school, I couldn't even use my degree right away. They wanted 100 years of experience. Like, what the fuck? Y'all garnish my wages. I'm garnishing my damn job. Period. I get energy siphoned daily. Restraining myself from hopping through the computer and choking people out daily. And I've been doing this shit since I've been 16. I've been working in America since I've been 16 and ain't got too much shit to show for it other than the standard American properties. So, bitch, if you disagree with whatever I say, you could do the hokey pokey, turn your ass around, lick your own ass, and burn in hell, bitch. I don't know if I've had too many magical chocolates, but I'm gonna need y'all to really wrap your mind around what we're really in, because y'all are sick.
I really don't want to go down the road of illegal immigration and MS-13 Maryland men fathers and all that other bullshit and nonsense. And I'm sure that there's more that I'm leaving out that I don't want to talk about. But basically, as I scrolled through that and got to the point where I'm like, maybe I just won't make any videos today, or at least not on this channel. I have been posting more videos on my car channel. And with that, I'm actually about to head out. And I received a message last night, from a member over on Patreon. And Michael, yeah, I'm talking about you, Michael. And so Michael, he asks for me to join him on a video. And we can have like a dialogue and discussion and chat and go back and forth on the topics, that speak to us, that we then speak to you guys about. Michael, I'm extremely proud of you. Very happy to see that you've done what you've done and you've pressed record and you started making YouTube videos. And for everybody else, I want you guys to see this amazing channel that's about to grow and blow up. and it's Zebediah Hawks, and I'll put a link down below in the description. And this first one says, Hillbilly speaks out against Democrats and mainstream media lies. Very proud of you, Michael. Keep up the great work. I will not be able to join him anytime soon, but I'm actually leaving because we're supposed to go pick up my new car. And that will be on the car channel, yada, yada, yada. If you know, you know, it's over there. But either way, I hope that you guys are going to go check out Zebediah's channel. That link will be in the description down below, as well as I hope that he, Michael, you, everyone else for that matter, will check out the links down there as well and give Chapter a call for free Medicare help, free Medicare consultation, or visit their website at askchapter.org/Kevin, Kevin. So with that being said, if you guys want to discuss more, I'll be posting more videos for members on the YouTube channel, members over on Patreon, about behind the scenes, you know, ins and outs of Michelle and I, our daily lives, but also business, YouTube, side hustle, side business, passive income, making money. You know, if you know, you know where my head is at, my interests. With that, we have to stay current with a lot of the things that are happening with the current events in this country and around the world and our government. So yeah, it all goes into the same pot. We mix it up and we get this stew that we have to consume on a daily basis.
Calling them pigs amongst other things, and all of a sudden he goes on the air and said that you were bleeding out of your eyes or wherever it was or whatever. There are people that still look at you to this very day and say, how could you support somebody that would talk about you that way? This sudden, not sudden shift, but this dramatic shift that you had. What about you? What do you stand for, and where do you stand on at this particular moment in time, and why is that the case? What do you say to people who ask those questions about you at this particular moment in time?
I think Stephen A. Smith, I think Megyn Kelly, I think their team and their producers probably got to the same point that I was at today and was like, there's really nothing worth talking about. So what do? Well, they do exactly what that Keith Edwards guy did that we talked about yesterday. And they bring up old shit. They bring up old shit, irrelevant old shit. And I got to tell you guys, the Democrats definitely have a way of holding a grudge, better than anyone, or longer than anybody else. They have a way of holding a grudge. And so Stephen A. Smith is sitting here just as he does in his normal fashion, screaming at Megyn Kelly about how dare you support a president like Trump after what he did in 2015. Well, what Trump did is relative, especially depending on who said what. And if it came from the media, then I would err on the side of caution of trusting and believing exactly what the media said Trump did. When has the media ever really said anything that Trump's done has been good, great, even slightly okay? If there's somebody out there, several somebodies, who kind of read from the same playbook, sing from the same song sheet, say the same things in lockstep, unison, almost to the T every single day as the narrative shifts and swings, I don't know. I mean, there's got to be a bright side at some point, right? I mean, we can't be always the glass is half empty, right? And so people like that, I understand, I get it. I probably should have majored in psychology, especially for what I'm doing and how I just view things, but call it a scotoma, okay? Let's just call it a scotoma for what it is. And it's like, if you always say that, if you always see that, if that's the only thing that stands out to you, maybe you're the problem. Maybe it's not who you say it is. Maybe it's not who, you know, and I read the comments. I can get some of these folks infiltrating the comment section over here. I get it. I hear it. So anyway, the Democrats, they know how to hold a grudge. And I'll just put it like this. Maybe Trump did do these things. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he meant them the way that he said it, or they're being said that he meant or not. But I would say this. If it's 2015 and now it's 2025, can we not give somebody 10 years to evolve, 10 years to grow, 10 years to mature? Can we not do that? I mean, if the best you've got is going back 10 years to question why Megyn Kelly, even her herself, is not afforded the right to change her mind.
I think they're totally fair. And I appreciate you changing it from sudden shift to dramatic, because it really wasn't sudden.
Yes.
It was a slow climb between Trump and yours truly. When he was attacking me for that 9-month period, I really was not his fan. And I wasn't, really gearing up to vote for Trump, because he was staying on me like a dog with a bone. And it was highly unpleasant. But over time, I was able, and I'm actually proud of it, I was able to check my personal feelings about the guy and start getting back to what needs to be my focus as a journalist, which is the professional relationship with the guy, the professional Trump. And what I saw was somebody who governed in a way that I very much respected. There were a couple of key moments in Trump 1.0 where I really did like the double head take at him, like, oh my God, look what he's doing. Like when he stood by Brett Kavanaugh, among other things.
I'm going to share with you guys this post or this quote from Alex Ramosi. And when I read it this morning, I saved it, I bookmarked it, and I thought to myself, I said, this has got Trump's name written all over it. Alex Ramosi says, you'll be rewarded far more in life for your determination than your intelligence. The problem is determination just looks like a long string of failures until it works. Think about that. Think about that and how the media paints a picture of President Trump now and former and Trump 1.0. And how his determination just looks like a long string of failures until it works.
This is actually a good one from yesterday or from earlier today. I can't remember. I make a lot of videos. And I was going through the list of Democrats who left the Democratic Party, or better yet, haven't changed their position, haven't changed their minds, haven't changed what they consider to be making America great again. It's just that the Democrats have gone so far left away from that the Republicans are now center. It's almost like you can't even say far right anymore. The Republicans are now center because the Democrats are so far left.
And I really respected it and saw him in a new light. And then we got Joe Biden. And I mean, it was such a disastrous 4 years. I probably would have run open-armed into the arms of any Republican, but Trump is just the anti-Biden in so many ways and was just tailor-made for this moment to take him down and to take the reins of the country back and to take the country back itself.
So either way, I forgot to add President Trump to the list because he used to be a damn Democrat. God, dog. Come full circle, haven't we? So it's sad. It's unfortunate. It is the truth. It is the reality that we must accept. But we don't have to sink down to their level. This old saying, I think it's you don't want to get into a fight with a hog because they're rolling around in shit and they just love it. I don't know. I completely butchered that one. I don't know. But I feel like that's where you would be if you ventured into that and you entertained that. And I am not. And if you can't handle a few 4-letter words in my videos, then perhaps maybe this isn't necessarily the place for you. But I will continue to bring you guys the truth. I will continue to bring you guys conversation, hopefully value, knowledge, information, education, and so much more. Thanks for watching. And here's the rest of Stephen A. Smith and Megyn Kelly. Let me know what you guys think about their exchange in the comment section down below. And I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one.
So I really, I don't know how to say this in a way that, isn't weird, but professionally, I fell in love with Trump, the president, because I believed him that he would close the border. I believed him that he would fight back against the gender madness, which has become a very big issue for me for many reasons. I believed him that he was going to try to get DEI out of our colleges and our woke schools, and that he would push back on this, like, truly, not to sound like Tipper Gore, but smut that's being peddled to our K-5 schools in the name of like health ed or whatever they're calling it. But it's absolutely disgusting. Like the sex acts that show up in elementary school libraries, all that stuff. Trump's not having any of that. I believe that he would lower our taxes. I believe that he would be against forever wars. I still believe all those things. I believe he would roll back regulations so that we could get the economy fired up again. I don't believe in the climate extremists and their stupid fake models that already had us underwater by this point in time, and yet we're fine. So I believed in Trump, and I do believe in Trump, and he's doing all the things he said he would do. Now they're throwing up obstacles in his way, but I'm 100% rooting for him. So if anything, I'm just thrilled that I saw the light on him and that I was able to like push my own feelings to the side and get past that. And he got past his negative feelings about me such that I could stand up for him before the election and hopefully convince some people.